This kid, Mahiro, likes to keep things simple. One day, he saw a stray kitten, picked it up, and took it home. He lived alone, so he named the kitten Kuro, but he had no idea what he was getting himself into. The next day, when he came home from school, he found the TV on. To his shock, a boy was sitting there, watching TV and eating like he owned the place. He screamed and asked who he was, but the guy just stayed calm and kept drinking his soup. He tried to attack him, but the boy was quick. Then, the curtain moved. Sunlight came in, and the boy suddenly turned into a kitten. When he closed the curtains, the kitten turned back into the boy. The boy explained that he couldn't be in sunlight. Mahiro asked him who he really was. He said, "I'm just a kind-hearted vampire." Mahiro had enough. He dragged him to the door and asked if he came to drink his blood. The vampire shrugged and said he was kind of getting thirsty. Maybe some tea would help. He told him to relax, that he would leave once it got dark, but he warned him not to say his name when he's in human form. Mahiro accidentally called him by name, Kuro. Instantly, chains of light appeared between them. Mahiro grabbed him by the collar and demanded to know what had just happened. Kuro reluctantly explained, vampires like him only drink blood from humans they form a contract with. In return, they follow their master's orders. Shocked, Mahiro asked if he'd just made a contract. Kuro nodded and said yes, but it would only last 24 hours. If he didn't drink his blood in that time, the contract would break automatically. He sighed in relief and kicked him out the door. But just as he thought he was free, he was suddenly yanked back by an invisible chain. When he opened the door, Kuro explained that until the contract ends, they can't be far from each other. Mahiro let him back in, annoyed. Kuro asked about Mahiro's parents. He said his mom died in an accident. His relatives didn't want him, and until his uncle finally raised him. Kuro guessed that maybe that's why Mahiro felt sorry for a stray kitten and gave him a home. Mahiro didn't say anything. He picked him up and walked out. He had other things to do, but as he was leaving, he heard glass break behind him, but he decided to ignore it.